Well, sure, I can tell you with the results because that's the most important thing. And our large private label customers in the past would buy product from us because we had very innovative systems. We had the only systems like it on the market, and they had to buy from us in some respect. Whereas now they're coming to us to get us to work with them on much more common systems that they could get from other people, and they didn't do that in the past. So now we're becoming more of a preferred vendor for what we call some of these more basic systems that we do have in place, but are more of a secondary product line for us. But they are actually coming to us, and we're picking up business with existing customers, pretty significant business in these more basic lines, areas we didn't focus on in the past. And that's entirely because of improved customer relations, understanding their needs, eliminating their problems, which there was a number of problems they had with our company in dealing with us. It's directly a result from that. And that is why that segment of our business is growing over 30% so far this year. It's just a great story from that. Very simple. For example, a customer that may be buying $1 million of product with us would want us to make $1,000 worth, 10 little dinky items, and we would ignore that kind of request. With this group that's focused on them now, we're fulfilling these little requests, and these little requests are not bringing in any money on their own. They aren't. But handling those types of issues for the customers is what's opening up hundreds and thousands of dollars of other opportunities for us in more basic lines where we really didn't have a competitive advantage. That one's easy too. Take the test, because we don't know what we don't know. And 18 months ago, we would not have stopped and focused on this one segment, the customer insight, and we wouldn't have a business unit or a segment of our business growing over 30% right now. It would be flat from last year. And so really the first thing to do is to do a self-diagnostic in whatever way. For us it was with market culture. And figure out where your key issues are, where your key strengths are. Do they match up with your mission, what you're trying to do? And I would recommend after you do that, just pick one thing and get it done versus trying to get everything done, because it could get overwhelming, I think, if we're trying to do too much. For any of us, when we're embedded with something, I mean, the whole seeing the forest through the trees statement, I mean, that's what happens. For me personally anyways, we were so driven and so focused on customer foresight, and that's based on what we're doing, getting in with new customers, and learning about new competitors that we'd be going up against, that we were kind of ignoring a segment of our business. We really were. And this forces you just to take a look at things, see problems, and say, do we want to really address those problems or not? It made the issues that we kind of knew were there much more glaring, much more evident, and talk about it in a forum and see if there's something we want to do about it or can do about it. And I think it's absolutely essential. So for me, I got a little focused in what we were doing to the point where we ignored another area basically. So for me, it was very helpful. And there are some surprises with this too. A lot of our company, and Sean Gallagher will tell you, a lot of the people in our company were kind of surprised with some of the results with customer insight, although we shouldn't have been, based on what we actually do for our existing customers and really where our focus is with newer customers. So, in many respects, doing the survey and getting actionable results from this survey, things that we did to help correct the issues. We had last year a little over 20% growth in this segment last year when we created the business unit. And this is in a capital environment in the medical industry in the United States, which was declining rapidly. Because of this, and the money we made from this, we didn't have any layoffs. And we're one of the very few medical device companies that are capital oriented that I know of that didn't have layoffs last year. And it was because we made a whole lot of money. We probably should have been making more money in this arena years before. So I actually just wish I took this earlier. But that's a big positive, and there's a lot of people here who are probably pretty thankful for that because we kept everybody on board and going in the right direction.